So using the band as support, and place the band over your feet. Feet flexed, toes pointing to the ceiling, knees bent, sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones and your thumbs on top. And start the movement by tightening your tummy and gently lowering yourself halfway down to the floor. Pause. Breathe in, straight arms, bent knees, hold. Rise with your breath out and inhale, climb right back up onto your sit bones. Do that again. Rolling back. If you haven't got a band, don't worry. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, climb up. I'm just using it this morning to help warm your back. If you haven't got your band, simply place your hands underneath your knees. So use your hands or arms rather than your band for support. And climb up. Warming your lower back, opening your lower back, and educating your body, your muscles, that when your lower back is being used, tighten your tummy and climb up. And keep going. Roll back, pause, and then climb up. Breathe in. You might find that you're strong enough, or the band is supportive enough to allow you to come all the way down to the floor. Inhale at the bottom, draw your chin to your chest, tighten your tummy, and slowly lift up. So a little pro tip, if you've got a towel, a hand towel, place it behind you, behind your back or behind your bum, and see if that helps to get you back up off the floor. So roll down, inhale at the bottom, and if you've got that towel underneath your back, just slightly folded, nothing too high, it might help to get you back up. Keep going, rolling back, inhale at the bottom, exhaling, lifting. So whichever level you're on, 2 more. Good. Keep your thoughts, your awareness on your deep abdominal. Keep connecting with that deep, deep muscle to help you. Support your back and also engage or be aware of the pelvic floor. Lift up internally. Push your legs away when you're ready. Shake out your hands. And we'll move the towel, if you've got one, from behind your back to the top of the mat, because we're going to lie down. You don't need your band anymore. Leave it to one side. Slowly lower yourself down so that your towel is underneath your head and your hands are on your knees, and circle. Warm your spine. Nurture your spine. How does that feel? Are you getting to all the aspects of your lower back, right out to the side? And then go the other way. Yeah, good. Let the breath go. Hands on shins, hug those knees in. The front leg, take it up into the sky. Flex the foot. And take the back leg away from you, across the floor, and flex both feet. Take your hands to that leg that's reaching up to the sky and draw it in. Bend both knees, hands on shin, let go. Swap. Back leg up into the sky. Oh, that's tight. Flex the foot and and take the front leg this time away from you across the floor. Both feet flexed. Bring the knees in, hands to shins. Perfect. Find your rhythm. One leg to the sky, one leg across the floor, knees to chest. Let go. Swap, alternate the legs, finding your tighter hamstring. Knees to chest. Heel up, heel away. Lovely, big, strong, powerful legs. Stretching the back of your legs, which is incredibly useful for the lifestyles we have. Lots of seated posture, tightening the hamstrings, so allowing that to stretch and rehabilitate from the days that we have. Then you're working your tummy as well, because extending the leg works the deep abdominal, pulling that in to make sure that back doesn't arch. But let's make it a little tougher. As you extend the legs away, climb up the leg and raise your head. So now you're using your six-pack as well as your deep abdominal. Knees come in, head lowers, rest. Other side. Good. So strength, power, internal power doesn't necessarily come from doing more. It comes from being consistent and keeping going. So it's not fast and furious, it's slow, methodical and strong. Climb up, stretch your hamstrings, stretch the back of your calves and land. Other side. Stretch, oh, that one's a bit tighter for me. Hamstrings very tight. Raising your head and then lowering. 4 more of these. Breathing out, holding until your breath is gone. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, hold, expel all that breath and lower. 3 more to go. Exhale, push. Great exercise, wonderful all-rounder. Push away and lower. Support your head by holding your legs, drawing your chest closer to your thigh each time. Unfold and curl back in. One last one. Unfold, stretch, hold, curl back in. Last side to finish. Exhale and curl back in. Hands on knees and go back. I'm going to use a pun. Full circle. Circle and massage your back. Round one way and around the other. Bring your feet to the floor, one at a time. Let your hands drop to your side. Push one heel away from you as if you're in golden, beautiful sand. Then push the other heel away, so both legs are straight. Remember, when you're in that straight leg position, your job is to tighten your deep abdominal to stop your back from arching. Now imagine there's a golden thread attached to your knee in your front leg, and you're going to pull on that golden thread and lift the knee into your body and your arm above your head. And then go back to that imagery of the sand, heel pushing away. Back knee, feel the gold thread attached to the knee, and your fingers draw that thread up above your head, and then release and go back to the imagery of the sand. You're coaxing your deep abdominals to work. That imagery of pushing your heel away engages the deep abdominal. The imagery of that golden thread pulls the knee into your chest and encourages you to keep your pelvis still. So work with that, or something that feels more familiar to you, and your focus is on releasing your everyday thoughts and focusing on your physicality. Your awareness is heightened, your focus is heightened, and you take that into everything you do today. Breath and flow. Ease and glide. We all know we're way more productive when we focus, when we're calm, when we work on one thing. Dropping your ribs, tightening your tummy, pressing away. So bring that knee in, still attached to that golden thread, your arm above you, and pause. Really brace your deep abdominal, so a little bit more effort. And raise the straight leg slightly off the floor. Point the toes, stretch the thigh, land that leg safely. And swap. Hand lowers, leg lowers. Now the other side, the back leg. Lift the knee, take the hand above your head, brace the core, slightly harder, lift the straight leg, but nothing adjusts in your tummy. Lower. Go back to the imagery, pushing the heel across the floor. So keep going. Inhale, knee lifts. Exhale, straight leg lifts. Lower and release. Push away. You find a flow. You find an energy level, flow level that works for you. Level 1, thread and sand. Level 2, bracing, working a little harder, lifting the straight leg slightly off the floor. So another of the Pilates principles, along with flow and centering, is control. Control what you're doing. Don't let the body just react. Be proactive. Engage and then lift. If this is all working really well and your lower back is comfortable with your level, then lift the knee and hold, and lift the straight leg. And then keep that leg off the floor, and you pull both knees in, both threads above your head. And then press the back leg away off the floor. Pull that knee in and press the other leg away. So working harder still. Third level, constant abdominal awareness. Lift and press. Good. Lift and press. Draw in and press. Perfect. Push away. So we're going to do 2 more on each side. Choosing the level that works for you. One of the little clues, a pro tip, if you hold your breath, you've lost your awareness, you've probably lost a little bit of muscle control as well. That's your cue to go back a level. Hands on knees. Massage your back. Release your lower back. And then circle the other way. Good. Bring your hands behind your knees. Bring your big toes together. I'm just going to turn slightly side on so you can see. And just bounce your big toes really gently. And then take the legs high and wide in a high V, holding onto the back of your legs. Flex your feet, push your heels away. And then keeping the knees wide, holding behind your thighs, just really gently bounce the big toes. It really helps to engage and work your inner thigh muscles, which we need for everyday life. Squats, lunges, I know you do those a lot. Take your legs wide. Flex your feet. Oh, inner thighs. Hello. Hands maybe now start to press your thighs away as you bounce your big toes. So not the top of your knees, but the front of your knees, or the side of your knees, I should say. And then go wide. Flexing the feet. So if your feet aren't used to kind of moving like this, pointing and flexing, they could cramp. So make sure that you keep your feet warm. Maybe move them a little bit whilst you're in the practice, the posture. So I'm going to make this harder by taking my hands away. Bouncing my big toes 3 or 4 times. And then straightening the legs into a high V. Hands behind your heads as you bounce your big toes, and then pushing away in a high V. Bouncing your toes and pressing away. Happy with that? Can you feel how much more abdominal strength you need for that, and inner thigh strength? So go down a level, put your hands on your legs if you need, and then add in. Bounce the toes, knees as wide as you can. Extend the legs, hold, raise the head, reach your hands through, both hands, and pulse. 1, 2, 3. Hands behind your head, bounce the toes, head lowers to the floor. Push your legs away, wide, raise your head, reach your arms through, pulse. 1, 2, 3. Hands behind your head, bend your knees and pulse. Good. Press the legs away. Raise your head and shoulders and pulse through. Strong. Nice, Gail. Good. Keep going. Take it down a level if you need, but keep moving. Flex the feet. Separate the legs. Reach through. 5, 4. Oh, I've done more. Sorry, I've just noticed. Bounce the big toes and pulse through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Rest your head, bounce your toes and reach. So your inner thighs, I don't know about you, but my inner thighs are on fire. Yeah, good. Well done. Last one. Bounce your big toes and reach through. Perfect. Okay, so let's release everything. Start with your neck. Circle with your hands on your knees, so release your lower back. Turn your head. Good. Release your neck. Lovely. I'm going to take my legs back out, but this time hold on to your inner thighs, so your inner thighs have got support. Point and flex your feet. Again, I'm cramping slightly. My feet aren't used to this, I haven't done this for a while. So be gentle. Explore, can feel my calves restricting my movement. So just be gentle. Point and flex and rotate. Feel the crunch in your ankles and round the other way. Posture starts with your feet. Good work. So bring your knees in and bring your nose up to your knee so you feel the stretch in the back of your body. And lower. Take your hands behind your knees, keeping your head rested. Rock and lift your bum. So to work the abdominals successfully, keep your head on the floor or the towel. So just rock, getting your bottom slightly off the floor as your knees come into chest, abdominal. Then rock, lift the bum, and rock, lift the head, but go back to the rock, rocking tightly. If you're not comfortable with this, go back to the very first exercise we did on this section, where you just sat up and rolled slowly back. Good for the spine, good for the release of your back. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to stay lying on the floor and bring my hands onto my knees and circle. Both directions. Then, hands under your knees again and lift your bum. Head on the towel, head on the floor. Don't lift your head. Just lift your bum. Just your bum. I know it's tricky, isn't it? Just your bum. Could you put your hands on the floor so that you really are just working and lifting your bum? Perfect. And this is where we're going to mix it up, mash it up, because I'm that trendy. Take your ankles and cross them and bring your hands on the outside of your knees and see if you can grab your big toes. What are your chances? Are we there? Heels towards your bum. Lift your bum. Rock and lift your head. Woo! Roll back and lift up. Roll back and lift up. Come right back onto your shoulders, right up onto your bum. Keep going. Lift. Yay! And finally, come up and take a seat. Well done. Come onto your hands and knees when you're ready. Oh, stretch your back. Well done. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck your head under, tuck your bottom under. And press through. Stretch your tummy. Tuck your head under, tuck your bottom under, and push through. Knowing that your back is really mobile and knowing that your abdominals support your back. And that's what Pilates is all about. Shoulder stability, pelvic stability. So pause and look over your shoulder, look over your right shoulder and look at your right bum cheek and just draw your nose closer towards your leg. Stretch, center, and do that on the other side. Good. Let's do that one more time, each side. Look over one shoulder and center, and look over the other shoulder. Good. Now just push your bottom back and your arms forward and rest there. Just breathe and rest. Notice how you feel. Well done.